Hey guys, what's up? And we are back with more Pokemon Emerald, and in this episode we are going to be exploring Rustboro City a little bit and taking on the gym leader, Roxanne.
Yeah, it took us a while to actually get back to this.
Yep, alright, so coming back into the item shop, I'm just grabbing a few super potions, just some general healing items, just to kind of replenish to see what we got coming up ahead.
Yeah, a number of the I kind of lost my train of thought there, but
Number of items you can buy have actually gotten a little bit better. So you can buy super potions now, which restore 50 HP instead of the usual 20. You can finally buy repels, which allows you to get rid of weaker Pokemon from running into you for the next couple hundred steps.
Well, it prevents random encounters that involve the Pokemon whose levels are beneath yours. But yeah, same idea.
Yeah. Alright, so in this town, gym is right there, obviously, but we'll be getting to that in a little bit. So I'm kind of running around a little bit, and that building's gonna be important for later. Anyways, so,
yeah, I'm surprised that you didn't decide to go after the premiere ball.
I could have, but I'll deal with that later. Anyways, I'm going into here, you've got the trainer school. So talk to this gentleman right over here. He is the teacher here. He is gonna be going around to all the students, and after making sure that they are doing their jobs and their studies, he will give you the Quick Claw.
Yeah, Quick Claw basically allows it potentially allows your Pokemon to go first, so it's really good on a slower type Pokemon like a Slowpoke or a Geodude, let's say.
Yeah, so this guy right here is Scott. We met him again in Pellerbridge City. So he says, I'm just traveling around just trying to find trainers, and specifically trainers who are really, really good at Pokemon battles.
Yes, yes, and if I recall, he's part of the
Battle Frontier. He's the owner of the Battle Frontier.
Right, the Battle Frontier. That's where they have like the general competitive sets.
Yeah. So going into this house, Scott mentioned trying to find the HM cut, and this guy will give you the HM for a cut.
Yeah.
So, but you have to have the gym badge from the Rustboro gym in order to be able to actually use it.
Yeah, but you know this guy's first sentence. The limber movement. I didn't catch the rest of it. But that was actually brought up in Pokemon X and Y, where an NPC of the first town brought that up as well, which was a hidden reference to Gen 3.
Interesting.
Some would have thought that that would have meant that they obviously went with it anyways. That it would have meant that they were going to do a Gen 3 remake using X and Y graphics, which they did.
Yep, alright, so Rustboro Gym right here, these guys all have rock type Pokemon. If you start off with Trico or Mudkip, this gym is not difficult in the slightest.
Of course, if you picked Torchic, if you did pick Torchic, unless you picked if you pick Torchic and you don't have a grass type on your team like a Shroomish or a Lotad, then it's advisable that you level it up until it becomes Combuskin, and we'll learn Double Kick at that point.
Yeah, so pretty much the only Pokemon that you're really going to be facing from these gym leaders are Geodudes. Just really nothing drastic. Again, quad weakness to water and grass. Both types are special in this game, and they have horrendous special defense, so take advantage of it while you can.
I've said this in one of the previous videos. I feel that it's doing a lot of Gen 1 callbacks, like Pelberg Woods earlier was, to me, Viridian Forest, and here, the first gym leader of the Kanto region is Brock, and the first gym leader of the Hoenn region is Roxanne.
Nice.
I don't know. I guess I felt it didn't really have that much originality to me. Like, perhaps they didn't want to rock the boat too much on the veteran players. Maybe
could be it because Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald were the first Pokemon games released on the Game Boy Advance, which would kind of make sense. So yeah, I'm just kind of swapping up between Mudkip and Lotad here just to kind of make sure that they're even keel for experience, because that's just how I roll.
Now, what she could have done is she could have triggered a double battle there, where the two of them will face us at the same time. The purpose of double battles, though, is obviously 2 versus 2 Pokemon, but also to, in my opinion anyways, knock out, for lack of a better term, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. But I just prefer, I don't use using double battles a little bit too much because it also splits up the experience, and I just would rather not deal with that.
Well, wouldn't you just rather level up the 2 Pokemon you were gonna use anyways with this gym?
I could, but just not how I roll. Anyways, this is like the last guy before the gym leader. Again, nothing drastic here. So,
I think you also could have entirely avoided him.
I believe you could, I just don't remember offhand.
I think
that first train you can skip, but I think I think the at least one of the trains I think is required. I would have to look back at it, but I don't remember offhand. So,
well,
I always just fight all the gym leaders anyway, so I don't really put much. I fight all the gym battles anyway, so I don't really put much thought into it.
Yeah, but basically, once you face the gym leader, you won't be facing any more of the gym trainers, because once you beat the leader, then then there's no point of facing the other
losing all morale, we'll call it.
Yeah. It's for taking out a commander of an army.
Yep, pretty much. All right, cool. So, this girl up here is Roxanne.
I think he could have avoided those trains right there if he wanted to as well.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it though. So I'm always save before any big boss fights, because if you mess up, then at least you have your save point to fall back on.
Oh yeah, one thing I may have forgot to mention too, but I was able to fix the turn-off battery issue. I'll get to more on that later. But yep, this is Roxanne. She uses primary rock-type Pokemon. She'll come out with a team of 2 Geodudes and Nosepass.
Alright, so the Geodudes have the exact same moveset. They've got Tackle, Defense Girl, Rock Throw, and Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is the signature move of all Roxanne's Pokemon that lowers your speed by 1 point. Each time that's used, your speed gets dropped by 1 stage.
Right, so it helps out slow Pokemon get ahead a little bit, or it gives fighting type Pokemon that coverage.
Yeah.
Against flying types, of course.
Yeah, well, Rockslide is arguably one of the better ones. But anyways, after these 2 Geodudes, her star Pokemon ends up coming out, which is Nosepass. I'll get into Nosepass's moveset once she actually sends it out.
Which shouldn't be too long for now, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Geodude just somehow survived. How about that?
Somehow live. I don't know how, but I just absorb spam here, just win with that one. And I potion, never mind. But this should knock it out here. Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, it will. Just quad weakness and...
Oh!
Come on, game! Why do you do this to me?
It's like as if it had a focus band on.
Now, at least she's wasting her potions on these guys and not
not the main one, Nosepass. Now, what's
Yeah.
interesting about Nosepass is that it's pure rock type. I think the first pure rock type of the entire series at this point.
I believe so, yes.
Actually, no. Sudowoodo.
Yes.
That's Sudowoodo. I got to correct myself.
Yep,
there.
so Nosepass level 15 always holds an Oranberry. It has Block, Harden, Tackle, and Rock Tomb.
Yeah, a block is just there so you can escape, and of course, Rock Tomb's gonna just slow you down.
Yeah, if you start off with, like, if your Torchic is not evolved into Combuskin and it uses Block on you, you're kind of in a bad spot because you can't swap out, and Torchic being a pure fire type does not do well against rock types. There we go.
They generally don't, no, but that's why you would have the sense of catching a grass type if you have a Torchic.
Yeah, no, I did end up using Growlithe just a couple of times because Lotad, even though it's got the type advantage over it, it's a couple levels below, and it hurts like and the Rock Tomb is stab, and it hurts like a truck. So after I growl a couple times, I'm swapping out into Mudkip here.
Yeah, which is interesting because Lotad doesn't exactly have to be called Stellar Defense, so that's why she went for the growls there.
Yeah, so, but tries using Hardening here, but Water Gun is a special move in this generation, and it still is to this day.
Well, so, I would say Water Gun's always been special.
Yeah, I know.
Since when is it? Well, I guess it's Aqua Jet, but that's a priority move.
Yeah, I don't even think... Was Aqua Jet... I think Aqua Jet became a thing in Gen 4.
Yes, Gen 4. Pokemon like Azumarill and Weasel used it.
Yep. Anyways, Nosepass actually goes down, and I try to learn Bide here. So, I do actually use Bide, and I ditch, let me think, Growl here.
Which is interesting, because I would have thought you ditched something else.
Oh, I ditched Tackle, actually.
You ditched...
So, Bide is actually a pretty cool move. What it does is that you take in damage for 2 turns, and at the start of the 3rd turn, you get pretty much hit them back with double the amount of damage that you took.
Although Bide's problem, and it's always been that way since Gen 1, is it's not hard to see the move is terribly...
Evolution here. So,
Alright.
Once your Pokemon meet like certain requirements, they evolve into a more powerful form. And in this case, Lotad is going to evolve into Lombre.
Yes, Lombre still remains water grass type. Of course, if you want to evolve into Ludicolo, you would need a Water Stone.
Yep, and here I believe I actually get access to Water Gun because after certain Pokemon learn moves after they level up, which is really nice.
Actually, no, it does not. No, it does not get Water Gun. Actually, fun fact. it learns nature power, and if you use nature power on the beach, it can actually use earthquake.
Nice. Sweet. So yeah, pretty much with gyms, what they do is after every gym or every couple of gyms in certain games, the hidden machines that you get, which is like cut, surf, and fly, you are allowed to actually use them in areas outside of battle.
Now I don't quite remember, but aside from surf, obviously, and waterfall, were 8 gems in this generation like mandatory?
I think I know for a fact except for waterfall, but in terms of the other ones, I don't know. Actually, yes, you would need dive to get to Sutopolis City initially.
Oh, that's right.
Because Sutopolis is underwater locate. Sutopolis's entrance, unless you're using fly, is initially accessed by underwater, and you would need dive to get dive and surf for events later in the game.
Yeah. Actually, I remember that being a thing. That's right. And it's not just that, but if you want to catch the Reggie legendaries, you would need certain Pokemon in your party. Like you need a Relicanth and a Whale Lord, one in the back, the other one in the front. And the order for those two is reversed between games. So Ruby and Sapphire, it's one way, and then Emerald's the opposite. I just don't remember the things off. I just don't remember offhand what it is. But we'll get to that when we get to it, because we're not gonna get there for a while.
Yep. So we get Abra here.
Abra, very fast psychic type, but will flee the minute it gets a chance to.
Because it only knows teleport.
Very much so. If you want to catch yourself make yourself a Kadabra, or if you have a way to trade with yourself or a friend, Alakazam, you better just win and just catch it.
Yep. All right. So after this repel, I end up I always like wandering around just to make sure I don't run into anything. But here I actually do run into this trainer here, a bug catcher.
Yes, that uses bug type Pokemon.
Yeah, but oh my god, bug catchers they're annoying. They just always have the exact same ones. They just drive me crazy.
Well, it's an early bug catcher. I mean, what would you expect them to use? Like a scythe? Or okay. But, I mean, what do you expect them to use after the first gym badge? Like, you expect them to run into a Scyther or something?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, so they just string shot spamming, which I really don't give 2 craps about.
This train is completely optional, by the way, so you don't absolutely have to face him. I think this is a generation where the AI movement, when they look around, is less random.
Yeah, so pretty much with the AI movement, if you're running and you go right past them, you're pretty much almost always guaranteed to be caught because they hear your footsteps.
Because you can only be away from them by a certain number of blocks, which is every step you take, right?
Yeah.
As Danielle mentioned, if you run, but even though you're kind of far away, they will hear your footsteps. They'll come towards you. If you just walk, you can completely avoid them.
Potentially, depending on how good their AI is.
Well, I don't know what Gen 2. Everyone just twitches everywhere.
That was so weird. So weird. Alright, anyways, E3 actually just started over the weekend.
Well, E3 already did the EA one, which I wasn't too interested in. I mean, I was semi-curious about Apex, but
nothing drastic. But yeah, E3, like a lot of the major companies for video games, they're having their own conferences and revealing like new games or updates for games, which I'm pretty excited about.
Or consoles in Microsoft's case from yesterday, they introduced Project Scarlet.
Yep, that too. I know Ubisoft just announced Watch Dogs Legion, which I've never actually played the series, but that game actually looks really cool.
But you know what, though? I'm a bit surprised that you actually knew about Watch Dogs, considering that I haven't seen you play it.
Yeah, I know. I think it was like when we had some of our friends over and they mentioned the series a few times. I don't remember who mentioned it, but I do remember hearing about this before today.
I mean, it's coming out for Xbox One, PC, and PS4. So I guess if you're interested, why not pre-order for next year, which isn't too far away. Yeah,
we'll see about that. So, anyways, the nature power, which is pretty cool. Depending on the terrain that you're in, it has a different effect. If you're just on the ground, as you can see, it uses Stun Spore, it's Surf, and Water, and so on and so forth.
Well, in the case of grass, you're using Nature Power will turn into Stun Spore.
Yeah.
In the case of beach sand, it would use Earthquake. In the case of water, like Daniel mentioned, it would use Surf.
I don't remember what the other one was. I know it's Swift, I just don't remember the terrain.
Swift, I think, is, I want to say a plain tile.
Anyways, yeah. So this Machop actually gets paralyzed just because of the stun spore. I'm just praying to God it doesn't have guts. Oh, guts is so weird. Anyways, well, he's probably looking up what the effects for nature power are. Youngster Joey actually got defeated.
Not the same youngster Joey that we all know and love. He always goes on about his top percentage of Rattatas.
Yep. Alright, so going into cut here, I end up actually using it on my HM Slave Zigzagoon. So, because cut actually allows you to get some items in that area you see up ahead. And also a cool fact about cut is that if you actually use it on grass, it actually cuts away a few tiles of grass.
Okay, I actually have the list of nature power here. As of Generation 3, it does change. If you're into buildings, plain terrain, swift. Sand, earthquake, in-cave, shadow ball, rocky terrain, rock slide, grass stun spore, long grass, razor leaf, on ponds, bubble beam, on the sea, surf, or underwater hydro pump.
Okay, interesting. Didn't actually know about that because I never use nature power because it's a really weird move.
It's more of a gimmick. It's more of a gimmicky move that you could bring the best out of it depending on the terrain.
Yeah. So just because nature power is like my best move here, I'm just kind of spamming it like crazy.
I guess it honestly depends on what terrain you're in, if nature power is gonna be useful for you or not.
And critical hit, pointless critical, awesome.
And you get poisoned just out of spite.
Apparently, because they were really pissed off that I got that crit, they retaliated by poisoning me. Oh my god.
It's just like in Fire Emblem, you always have to deal with the random number gods.
Don't even get me started on that. Considering my luck in Fire Emblem in terms of crits and stuff, oh my god.
Or missing those 89% chances while being hit by a fucking 30% or whatever.
99% I got once in last year when I was playing this game. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, believe it or not, 99%, it does not equate to 100.
Oh, and I had that really dumb 1% chance of hitting. Oh. Anyways, give me a minute.
She needs to digest this. Anyways, this is another instant that another instant where if you wanted to trigger a double battle, all you would have had to do is make sure that two trainers facing your general direction and just both walk up towards you. If you don't plan on doing that, considering your lineup, then you do want to face them one at a time.
Alright, I'm back, and now that I've somewhat recovered from that horrendous flashback.
No, she had PTSD.
Shut up. Alright, yeah. Coming up that we've got in just this cave, we're going to encounter Team Aqua once again. They've got this old man's Wingle, as you'll see in a few minutes, once we actually beat this jerk who has a Shumish.
Actually, I have a call. It's not going to be until next part.
Yeah, but I was just saying in terms of like what's coming up ahead, just so they prepare themselves.
Prepare themselves, huh?
Yep.
Prepare yourself.
Yep.
And now you just get paralyzed.
Yeah, it's just not cool for that.
Yeah. This is where if you don't have a flying type with you, this matchup can be a little awkward because.
And I do have a flying type, I'm just not using it, so I'm just not. I was gonna make my life harder, but I really don't care. Yeah. Missing my attack.
What was Astonish's accuracy? Was it 90% or something like that?
Which one?
Astonish.
Something like that, I think. Hold on. I have my laptop. I am done.
You have your laptop, but
right in front of me, and yet I use my phone. Sweet.
Well, I don't think it would really matter if you use your laptop or your phone.
No, I just hate using my phone for this sort of stuff. 100%.
So how'd you miss?
I don't know.
Or was it that you missed with nature power instead?
I wouldn't actually be surprised. I couldn't actually see because of the video. His voice recording program. That.
No. I'm sure we'll find out on playback.
Yep. No. Oh my god. Lotad, bad matchup for my Mudkip, but anyways.
Well, actually, it's not park ground yet. Not until it becomes Marsh Stomp.
I know, but I'm still a water type, and it gets absorbed, and that's just gonna be really annoying. So I don't know how much damage that actually does. Yeah, nothing drastic. I can deal with this.
Well, plus you're like twice his level too.
True. I just really don't like dealing with type disadvantages, regardless. Just happens to be a pain. Just happens to be a thing of mine.
All right, now she's demonstrating what Bide does. So if she's hoping on AI type, if she's hoping on AI
stupidity.
Stupidity, sure.
Because I like calling it AI stupidity.
Then Bide should look something like this. Yes, this.
And I just wanted to end this battle quickly because it was just dragging on forever. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's faster than using tackle.
Yep. And I actually don't even have tackle. Anyways,
okay.
Oh, another evolution. So 2 evolutions in one video.
All right, and I brought Marstar up earlier. This is the I believe the first starter to change his type upon evolving. In the mid stage, I mean.
Yeah, I believe you're correct.
Because
actually, no, technically, Blaze, technically, Torchic to Combusting because it's next before Marsh up in the Pokedex.
Oh, so we're going by technicalities now.
Yes. Yes, because I'm going by Dex number here.
Okay, so
Mudshot, thank God. Mudshot is pretty much everything Mudflap wish it was.
I forgot. Does Mudshot lower speed, right?
Accuracy.
Oh, it's accuracy.
Yes.
So it's a stronger Mudslap.
Yes, and yeah.
Oh, okay. That must be thinking of Mud Bomb then. That lowers speed.
Let me shot.
Back to Bulbapedia.
No, it is speed.
Okay. So Mudshot lowers.
Mudshot lowers speed, and Mud Slap lowers accuracy.
Yeah. Then what does Mud Bomb lower?
Mud Bomb, I think, is also accuracy.
Okay, so Mud Bomb is a stronger Mud Slap. Oh my God.
No, it's accuracy.
Okay, so Mud Bomb is a stronger. Yeah, Mud Bomb's a stronger.
Mud Slap, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said a second ago.
Yeah, but I think is Mud Slap a special move currently, or is it physical?
Currently, it's special.
Okay. Yeah.
Mud Slap, Mud Bomb, I know is special. Mud Shot, I think is. I want to say physical, but don't quote me on it. But I'm somewhat sure it's physical.
Special.
Special. Okay, so all the mud moves are special.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Weird. Anyways,
but again, you're being hit with mud, not so much like the earth itself.
True. True. Okay. Anyways, moving on from that.
Yeah, moving on from what kind of mud shots? Taking mud shots, pot shots, mud shots. I don't know.
Regardless, okay. So, yeah. Anyways, going over, talking to this guy, saying that something's disturbing the Pokemon, so we have to deal with it.
Oh, I was thinking of a different NPC that got separated from his girlfriend or something like that.
It's the same guy, but the rocks are blocking it. Rock tunnel. The rocks are blocking in this tunnel, so.
All right, so we will get to that next time.
All right, see you guys. And this guy is pretty much saying that his Wingo has been kidnapped.
Now, see ya.
Yep. Bye, guys.
For reals.
Yep.